So what's up, YouTube? Back again with another one. So if you're a guy chasing size, strength, or just trying to get your body back, then this one is for you. Listen up, man. And I know some of you got the attention span that's just as long as a sneeze. But if you want to learn anything, get further ahead, listen, man. Just listen. Look, I've been in the gym for decades. And I'm going to be real with you. It took me 50 years to really learn what I'm about to teach you in 10 minutes. Because here's the truth most guys won't tell you. It's not just about muscle size. It's about muscle maturity. You ever see a guy who's big but soft, or pumped but flat the next day? Man, yeah, that's not muscle maturity. That's ego lifting and temporary mass. It's a lot of fluff. That's exactly what that is. You want muscle that sticks, that's dense, solid, and looks the same in the morning when it does in the gym. You know, that's the mature muscle that you're looking for. So listen up, man. So today we're doing arms, shoulders, and legs. This is part of my 4-day work week, basically. So I like to do 2 days on, 1 off, 2 days. So I like to do chest, back, 1 day. Then the next day I like to follow up with arms, shoulders, and legs. And truthfully, once you understand the rules to it, you could build it faster than I did. So let's just break it all down. So the question is, what is muscle maturity? Muscle maturity is the difference between looking big and being built. See, it's not about getting as big as possible in 2 weeks, 3 months, or 6 months. It's about building dense, permanent muscle that doesn't vanish whenever you stop lifting for a week. Mature muscle is dense, it's dry, and it's tight to the bone and metabolically active. One thing that mature muscle does is it holds shape. It looks strong without the pump. And when you walk into the room, it carries the presence, not just the size. Like, you could look at somebody like, oh yeah, he works out. And it's not just a soft, fluffy pump. That doesn't come from just random workouts. It comes from years of quality reps, clean food, and smart recovery and real focus. You have to have that muscle-mind connection. If you don't have that muscle-mind connection, then you don't understand how to flex your muscles. You don't understand how to exactly incorporate the feeling the correct way whenever you're working out. So you have to be able to move the muscle. It's not just about moving the weight. It's not about just picking it up and putting it down. You got to be actually able to feel the muscle whenever you're working out. That's why flexing is so important, because flexing gets your mind to understand and able to engage that muscle. So it helps. So the mistakes that cost you years. So I wasted a lot of time truthfully chasing numbers that didn't matter. Let me save you the time in the years that I lost. So mistake number 1, training to annihilate the muscle instead of stimulate. Man, listen, I was obsessed with being sore. I thought that the pain was, it meant progress. Yeah, but Lee Haney said it best, man. Stimulate, don't annihilate. And mistake number 2, lifting with ego. You know how much I see this in the gym? This is like a common thing that you see in the gym on a regular basis. Lifting with ego. Man, I chased heavy weights with terrible form. I wrecked my joints. I built size. I built a lot of size, a size that I couldn't keep though. And that's the problem. And mistake number 3, skipping recovery. No sleep, poor diet, overtraining. Mature muscle comes from recovery cycles, man. Not just lifting hard, going crazy in the gym, picking up shit and putting it down. And one thing I always tell my clients is one thing that I can't do is out-train a bad diet. And that rolls us right into mistake number 4. Eating like a trend follower, man. What? I don't understand. Sometimes it's keto 1 month, no carbs the next. Mature muscle needs consistent fuel every day. You got to fuel the muscle. And listen, I've done this all wrong. That's exactly why I know what works and what doesn't. And I can hand it all to you in a blueprint if you're ready. So how to build mature muscle faster? You want real muscle? Here's the baseline. You got to prioritize your clean reps over heavy reps. You got to control the negative. Another thing, also, nothing but full range of motion and pause under tension. Don't just move the weight, train the muscle. And don't go picking the lightest weight in the room. Pick something that's going to give you a little challenge. Pick something that's going to make you, not struggle, but you could feel the weight. You could feel the resistance. You want to have resistance training. That's the best way to build muscle. Resistance training. It's not weightlifting. Now, if you're a weightlifter, then that's a different thing. If you're a bodybuilder, you want to resistance train. You want to train the muscle. That's the main thing. And you have to train big muscle groups twice a week. And that means your legs, back, chest. A lot of people I see skipping legs. So stop skipping legs, man. They need it. And they give you systematic gains. Mature muscle comes from frequency, not just destruction. So you want to walk daily, man. 30 to 45 minutes, it helps with recovery, inflammation, digestion. This alone will just make your pumps better and your body tighter. And another thing that I tell a lot of people, man, is you have to eat like you lift. 4 to 6 real meals, grass-fed red meat, grass-fed, grass-finished red meat, wild-caught fish, your sweet potatoes, avocados, eggs, highly big on your protein. Gotta have your protein, your complex carbs, and you gotta definitely put your micronutrients in it. You can't forget about those. And you can't eat like a bird and expect to grow like a bull. It's just not gonna happen. Lee Haney said it best. You can't train like a horse and eat like a bird. And I'm very big on this. Sleep is it's like part of your program. You have to sleep. 7 to 9 hours of sleep, dark room, no screen, magnesium plus glycine before bed. Glycine been a big help for me. It's been a big game changer for me. Maybe we'll have something to, go in a little bit further about glycine. But glycine before bed definitely helps with recovery, growth, and that's muscle maturity. Man, if you follow those 5 steps, I guarantee your body will start looking and feeling different within just 90 days. Not just big, but built. The mindset of a mature lifters is very different. Here's what nobody really tells you about guys with mature muscle. They're patient, they're consistent, and they don't chase trends. They don't skip meals for sure, and they don't train for Instagram. They train for a legacy. When you start thinking long-term, man, believe me, everything shifts. You stop doing what's popular. Like, you stop copying kids. You start moving like a king, like a lion, calm, powerful, controlled. A lot of your favorite fitness influencers are on steroids anyhow, so you're chasing a dream that's not attainable unless you're going to get on steroids. But other than that, that's the mindset that builds muscle that lasts. The craziest thing, man, is I was just 28 last week. I don't know where time went. It just flies. But hear me out, man. It took me 50 years to learn what I just dropped in this video. But if you apply it right now, you won't need 50 years. You'll build real muscle in less time with fewer injuries and way more confidence. So if you're just tired of looking pumped but not looking built, tired of being burnt out, joint pain, wasted effort, and drop something in the comments, man, and let me know that you're training for maturity, not just mass. I also put together a full system for men over 40 who want to build lean muscle, support your hormones, and sleep better while dropping inflammation. And it's called the Built to Last protocol. And it's in the description below, And this is something that I stand on, man, no matter what. Victory loves preparation, and longevity is built. So let's build something that lasts. So you stay ready so you don't have to get ready.